And tip number 5, which is the last one, create a space for learning in your life. You will be surprised what you can accomplish if you are disciplined enough to maybe read 20 minutes each morning, drinking coffee, tea, or just looking outside the window, whatever. You know what I mean? Like, you could read more. Like, for example, a person that reads 3 pages a day, 7 days per week, so 21 pages per week. So then multiply that by 4 or by 5, depending on the month, and then multiply that by 12. So you might be a slow reader. That's okay. Do not. The idea is to enjoy the learning process, and that becomes something real in you. Like I feel like most of the time I spend my time rereading many things that I read because they were so rich and I didn't even grasp the entire thing. And so yeah, create a rule of life, create a habit of protecting this space for learning, and that can be part of your ritual. And just start small, don't go crazy. I really like something that my brother Gabo tells me, which is try to have a minimum. Like, okay, if the ideal goal is to write 3 hours in your dissertation, have a minimum. Even in your worst day that you don't feel like doing it, at least do an hour and a half. And so find that range for you. Maybe you want to read 30 minutes, but it's better to read 10 than nothing. And I felt for the longest time in my life frustrated because when I was working just teaching English in academies and things like that, and I wasn't doing philosophy or reading anything profound, I was feeling like I was hungry for discovery. And so I realized that, man, like I was doing so many things and I had this idealistic view of like, I need to read 1 hour a day, even though I was packed with things. It's like, that was silly, It's better to read just 10 minutes instead of being fixated in reading 1 hour and then not doing it because you feel like, it's not ideal this time, and so I'm not gonna do it, So anyways, make learning part of your life. We are always learning. It doesn't matter how much you know, because there's always something you don't know. There's always something we need to grow in. There's always something we need to improve and recognize our weaknesses and blind spots.